Okay, we are going to be unboxing the upgraded two-stroke kit from Helio Motorized Bicycles. Here's the box. I'm going to go ahead and take everything out and I'll be right back. Alright, so let's start with the actual engine itself. Okay, move this stuff out of the way. So this is how it's going to come in the kit form. We're going to have to put it together, but we'll do that in another video. I just wanted to highlight some of the differences between getting an eBay kit or Amazon kit or getting one from Helio. So first of all, we'll start with the cylinder here. The piston has been cut out more than regular, and the flow is a lot better in the actual cylinder itself, and you could tell that it's actually been deburred, which is kind of nice. The actual cylinder itself is nice. The ports are nice and open, and the actual exhaust port is a lot bigger than your regular let's say eBay kit. And then also this is an aluminum intake manifold as opposed to steel that comes with the eBay kits as well. So that's the actual cylinder. The head is a slant head, so the spark plug doesn't come out the top like that, it comes out the side, which is good. It actually saves a lot of room inside the frame because sometimes it's hard to fit on certain frames, so that kind of helps out. And alright, so let's go to the actual bulk of the motor itself. So there's a lot of upgrades inside of here, including a balanced crankshaft, a stronger connecting rod, and then Japanese NTN bearings, which is a lot better than what they're just selling in your regular eBay kit. So the vibrations are a lot lower in this two-stroke motor, and it'll just be better in the long run. You'll be more comfortable. The gaskets that seal everything are of higher quality than like an eBay kit or Amazon kit. So you know, you can only get it from Helio here. And the actual Allen bolts are upgraded. Those are grade 8. Versus the screwdriver screws, which they're just made out of Chinese pot metal, and they'll just gonna strip out the more and more you tinker with them. So the actual mounting studs are 8mm versus 6mm, and they're grade 8 also. And you could tell that the actual width is a lot bigger for bigger frames. And then we also we'll get to it later, but we have a large mount U-bolt for even a larger bottom tube, which is kind of cool. So that's the motor itself. Now we have the speed carburetor. Now the speed carburetor is an upgrade from just your regular NTN carburetor. This has just a little bit beefier. It's got a little bit more flow, a little just better all around as far as performance. And this is included just with the kit as an upgrade. And we have your 4-bolt chain tensioner with an 8mm mounting bolts, which is awesome. A lot of them have 6mm, which and they're really bad quality of bolt, and they're just going to strip. The thing is that if this thing goes, then it's going to go right into your spokes, and it's going to tear apart your rear wheel. So it's good to have this kind of on lock and set right. Otherwise, you're going to be in danger of a lot of trouble. This is the 415 chain, the motor chain, Now this chain is actually heavy duty, and the only difference really between this and the eBay or Amazon kits is that it's been hardened. So it actually looks very similar, but it is been hardened, and it actually says 415H on it, as in like hardened. So it's worth it to get it just because of this. You know, we sell a lot of chains, and a lot of it is because people buy other kits and the chain breaks and they need a heavier duty chain, and this is what it is. We have a 41 tooth sprocket right here, and this is a little bit faster, just because we have a little bit more power going through the motor here. So you know, this is an upgrade from the stock 44, and just gives you a little bit more speed, and we're not sacrificing any low end torque because the motor is actually making more power. So I wouldn't having the 44 is just gonna top out, and your engine's gonna be revving and you think that you need to go faster. So we remedy this by just having a stock 41 tooth, and that really helps just getting up to the speed that you would like. Okay, here's the CDI, and the CDI is this is also upgraded. There's many factories in China that actually make these CDIs, but we found that this one is actually the best. It's just the internals, you know, the way that they make it and all the stuff that's inside of it just lasts longer and is better. And then as a side note, the magneto is a 2-wire instead of a 3-wire. Because the 3-wire ones, you know, it's actually supposed to be for a light, the white wire, but it just robs the spark from your engine. So why would you do that? So yeah, we just do the 2-wire. They're a thicker gauge, and they're just more powerful and last a lot longer than those 3-wire with a white wire. So that's also kind of upgraded in the kit, which is cool. And here's your throttle kill switch. You know, easy peasy. You just connect the blue to blue, black to black with the CDI, and that's pretty much it for the electronics. Here is the clutch lever, and the clutch lever is also a lot nicer because it's longer, so you get a lot more torque, a lot more grip on the actual clutch itself, and it just makes it easier. I don't know if you've ridden one of these bikes before. Sometimes some of those short handles, you don't get enough leverage, so it's really kind of tiring on your hand. But the longer the lever, the easier the pull, and then you also have that lock, which is kind of cool, and that way you could lock it so that you could let it and sit it idle. You just pull it back and then it will release. Kind of a cool feature. And these come stock in the Helio kit. Here are your throttle grips, good quality, nothing special. And here's the muffler. Now the muffler is definitely an upgrade. You could tell by just the finish itself. So the finish is just way nicer than the other stuff, and it's a lot of the kits are kind of the same, but this finish is way better quality than the other stuff, and it won't bake off. Some of the kits that we've had in the past, they'll just bake the paint off in the first 5 minutes, and it just kind of makes it not worth it. So this is the high temp paint, nice coating, and it will look nice for a long time. And then here's your chain guard if you choose to use it, and your muffler stabilizer if you choose to use that also. And then here's this bag of goodies. We have, let me open it up here. We got the fuel tank cap. We have the all the fuel mounting stuff, the fuel petcock, and what I'm trying to get out here is here's that bracket that you put on the front of the motor, and that will house the larger front tube mount if you have a bike that has a huge bottom tube. So that will help. And then here's the U-bolt that connects to that. Right, so it'll just connect into the frame, and then you tighten it down, you're good to go. So there's filters and fuel line and all that nice jazzy stuff. So it's kind of an overview of what this kit entails. These are great kits. We've built hundreds of bikes, and as far as two-strokes go, this is kind of the best value because of all the upgrades, and then just the actual motor itself is just built so much nicer than the other competitors. So we hope that this was informational, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.